Hey guys, Miss Mystery here, and as you could tell, I kind of lost my voice. Um, I was working on starting to sing the Star Spangled Banner for my school's basketball games, and yeah, that's what happened. So what's gonna happen now is I'm just gonna read you a story, or the first chapter of a story about my first model, Elizabeth. Basically, if you don't know who First Model is, and my returners will know who First Model is. First Model is of, she's a daughter of Sherlock Holmes, basically, and she, she's, trying to think of this word here. She's basically just like him, but in this story, which is called the Final Days of Elizabeth Holmes, I think is what I'm gonna call it, she kind of goes insane, and you'll see what I'm talking about as the book progresses, and you see her slip slowly into madness and insanity, and it gets really sad. So before I strain my voice too much, I'm going to start the story, and I'm going to do my best to do the voice of Elizabeth, because this is basically a one-sided part. It's part one of the story. Part two will be of the detective in training's point of view, and then the last part will be her death. So I'm not insane. I am many things, but insane is not one of them. Oh, if my father could see me now, locked away and medicated. What happened, you ask? My father was murdered, right in front of me, and the wrong man was blamed. I'm sure you're hopelessly confused, so let me clarify. My name is Elizabeth Holmes. I'm the 20-year-old daughter of Sherlock Holmes. My condition is just a small case of paranoia, only a fear. I'm not insane. You believe me, right? Yes. Good. The reason for my paranoia is the murder of my father, of course. I know who killed him. His name is Todd Dawson. He was put in prison by my father many years ago. He kidnapped me and my mother when I was but a child, and my father made him pay for it. Well, he's out, and my father's death is the result. Miss Hudson fought so hard to keep me. She's the only woman I trust. I lay here with you, knowing she's not far, but, well, I guess that just proves I'm alone. I'm in an insane asylum in Oxford. She was not allowed to care for me. I miss her so much. The matter? I'm not ready to talk about it. Sleep? Oh no, I don't get much of that. I can still see his face as the last bit of life left his eyes. He was so frightened. What is that nest doing? Oh, Ed. A sedative? Why? Rest, of course. I must rest. My head hurts. I need rest. I am still not ready to discuss the murder, but I will finish telling you the backstory. My father was a dedicated father, detective, and friend. My life with him was always surprising. He did everything in his power to keep everyone safe and sound. That was just who he was. God, I miss him. Anyway, when I was taken from my home as a child, my father did everything he could to retrieve my mother and I. My mother fell sick from fatigue and low temperature. She died when we were in custody. I didn't live with my father at the time, as you know, of course. With no living relatives on my mother's side, I was given to my father. No issues with that. I learned his craft and entered the field myself. Well, I planned to. But for now, I'm stuck within these walls. What was that? What? Oh, well, I guess I could use the fresh air. I don't go outside much. I don't feel safe. The other inmates here, they aren't like me. They're proper loons. Idiots, maniacs. I'm nothing like them. It's comforting to have someone I trust here. Everyone else is allowed to see me. I had heard that my uncle was fighting in court to keep me. But why him? Why not Doc? Of course. They have the wrong man. It's foolish to think his own partner would do this. I am, of course, speaking about Dr. John Watson. He was blamed for my father's murder. He's innocent, I tell you. But I can't testify. They think I'm demented. Off my head. Mad. Mad. The daughter of Sherlock Holmes. Mad. It's preposterous. Absolutely screwy. I need to settle down. The medication I'm on is strong, and a lot of activity could stop my heart cold. Let me sit down for a moment. I'll be alright. It's getting late. We should probably get inside before some lunatic decides to be our friend. I've investigated my fair share of madhouses, but I've never expected that I would be committed to one. I've seen so much murder that I didn't think I would be at all affected. Not like this. How is everyone back home? How's Annie? At least she's doing okay. I need sleep. It's a very beautiful morning. Yes, I'm feeling better. Why are you so persistent about the matter? I'm not finished with my story yet. After my mother died, I came to live with my father. A home in France wasn't a home at all. It reeked of alcohol and drugs. My mother, in a drunken rage, cleaved the man over the head with an iron poker. That man happened to be my stepfather, Alec Chatterow. He became ill and passed shortly after. I was with him when he was sick, so I take comfort in knowing he wasn't alone anyway. After I came to live with my father, I was very rigid. I didn't know the town or the people. He tried for months to get me into a public school, but I'd always have a higher IQ than every teacher there. When they would kick me out, it'd always be for some absurd reason. My father had had enough. He went to my new school, undercover. Why did I quote that? Because everyone knew it was him for the first few days. Anyway, I'm sure you're tired of hearing about this. I'll move on. Let's go to the balcony. It's very pretty. You can see the palace. Prince Charles has renounced his engagement to me. Shows how much he really loves me. You know, my father would always ask me if I wanted a royal life. Until now I did. I just want normalcy back. My life back. Have you been staying at home? Has anyone touched my roses? Who? I don't care how close he was to my family. No one touches my roses. I don't want anyone near my roses. This is not a valid reason. They're mine. Mine! Don't touch me. No. Stop it. I don't want to. I don't want to lie down. Stop it. Please stop. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. You probably didn't. You guys are probably scared. This just kind of shows a bit of what I'd be like if I ever went insane. I get very Elizabeth. The thing about the roses, basically, she has this thing for roses, and I wanted to have her talking to the reader, but it sounds better if she's. Well, she was originally supposed to be talking to a detective in training kind of thing, like someone that she's going to marry later on, that kind of stuff. Sorry, it's finals week, and but as I was reading this while ago, I thought she should be talking to the reader. Now, before I let this thing go, there's this new story I hope to turn into either an online series or hold on. Sorry, an online series or a just a book. Basically, it's called My Love Lucifer, and it's about it does take place in a medieval village. Basically, I have a copy over here. Let's see how much I've written down. the main character is Princess Primrose Pre. Uh, and her brother Prince Rise. He's like the heir to the throne. You know, he's going to gain everything. And Primrose is pretty much your typical little I want to be independent, that kind of stuff. I don't want to be escorted everywhere I go. I don't need an escort, that kind of stuff. And her father says that he's going to change the tradition about who people can and cannot marry, if they're royalty, nobility, any of that. And he tells her that she can marry a man of her choice. So she's not looking to marry. She wants to be independent. What good is there's what good is there to have a man around? Then one day she leaves the palace and she's at this marketplace. And basically, if you've ever seen Aladdin and Princess Jasmine goes like the marketplace, it's pretty much like that. And this man comes up to her and he's very nicely dressed. He's very handsome. And they begin talking. And she decides she wants to marry him. And then only after the engagement is announced does he reveal that he is the devil himself. And basically, it's either going to be a medieval story or a modern story. I think it's supposed to be kind of a comedy, so I think like a modern story would be better. Like, if you guys have ever seen that show Lucifer, it's a really good show. And I know if like some like religious people are out there, they're probably saying I'm unclean or that kind of stuff. It's entertainment. I mean, if 12-year-olds can purchase freaking erotic novels, then I can write a story about a girl loving the devil. I don't like the devil. I'm just saying that it'd be a pretty cute, not cute, but like pretty riveting kind of thing. I'm actually gonna start work on it as soon as this video's over. I don't have anything else to do. It's finals week. Sorry. It's finals week. I'm busy. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And I think I'm coming down with something. I mean, my voice is gone. I think that it's probably going to air sometime Saturday. No, maybe Sunday, because I do have early Christmas on Friday. Unless I can go ahead and get it. See how. I'm sorry. So I mean, watch for that story. It's probably going to be an online series. And if you are highly religious, I am religious. I'm a Christian. I know all about this kind of stuff. But I was just watching the show Lucifer the other day, and I thought this would be so fun to make into like a little short story. People like this kind of stuff. It's like a really popular TV show. So I thought, why not? So, I'm going to go ahead and get off, clean off my bed off, because I do have to get up in the morning and take, like, 2 finals, and then, I'm sorry, so if I do It's probably going to be early because I do have to go get something for my family Christmas tomorrow. Um, I am going to have to hold off on the Broadway hits or whatever because that was not getting any good feedback at all. I feel like I embarrassed myself doing it. I feel like you guys didn't like it, that you thought I was either conceited or stupid. So I'm gonna stop doing that completely. Hopefully I can find another topic that you guys enjoy doing, or enjoy me doing, and enjoy watching. So, like I say, I want you guys to be involved. So if you have any preferences on what you want to see from me, uh, you can always leave it in the comments section, and I will work it into a video. Another thing is I may be writing what's it called? Another Doctor Who fan fiction, since that went over very well with everybody, and I'm also working with um, a friend of mine to get gaming going up, I believe, just to have a bit of fun with you guys and see what kind of weird things I can get into. um, so that is where I'm going to leave you guys tonight. I hope you enjoyed the terrible story I wrote when I was a freshman in high school. Hope you guys have a great night and stay mysterious.